My great-grandfather, Kwong was a truly remarkable man. He was a pioneer, a trailblazer, and a bridge between two very different worlds. His story is not just my family's history, it is a part of Australia's history. He was born in China, but he built his life in Australia, facing challenges with courage and kindness. He was a merchant, a community leader, a herbalist, and a loving father. His life shows us what it means to embrace a new home, while honoring the traditions of the old one. He left a legacy that continues to inspire so many of us today. His journey is a powerful reminder of the contributions that migrants have made to this nation, shaping it into the vibrant, multicultural country we know and love. He was a man who saw opportunities where others saw obstacles. Imagine leaving your home, your family, and everything you know to travel across vast oceans to a foreign land. My great-grandfather did this not once, but twice. He traveled first to the goldfields of California, and then to the rugged landscapes of northern Australia. He was driven by a deep sense of ambition and a desire to create a better life for himself and for those who would come after him. His story is one of incredible resilience. It is a testament to the strength of the human spirit. He learned new languages, adapted to new customs, and built successful businesses from the ground up, all while holding on to his Chinese heritage. What makes his story so special to me, and to so many others, is how he managed to balance his life between two cultures. He was deeply respected in both the Chinese and European communities. He was a successful businessman who traded goods across the region, but he was also a healer who used traditional Chinese medicine to help people from all walks of life. He built strong relationships with everyone, from local Aboriginal people to government officials. He showed that it was possible to be proudly Chinese and proudly Australian at the same time. This idea of bridging cultures is at the very heart of his legacy, and it's a message that is more important now than ever before. Today, when we talk about multicultural Australia, we are talking about the world that people like Kwong helped to build. He was one of the early architects of this diverse society. His life wasn't always easy. He faced discrimination and hardship like many Chinese migrants of his time, but he never let these challenges defeat him. Instead, he focused on building community, fostering understanding, and creating a brighter future. His story is a powerful example of how one person's vision and determination can have a lasting impact, creating ripples that are still felt generations later. It is a story of hope, family, and the enduring power of cultural exchange. My great-grandfather's story begins in 1853 in a small village in Guangdong province, southern China. This was a time of great change and uncertainty in China. Many young men dreamed of a better life, a life of prosperity and opportunity that seemed impossible to find at home. They heard stories of a magical place called Gumsan, or Gold Mountain. This was California, a land where it was said you could find gold just by digging in the ground. At the young age of 19, filled with hope and a spirit of adventure, Kwong decided to chase this dream. He said goodbye to his family and set out on a long and difficult journey across the Pacific Ocean. Life in California was not as easy as the stories had promised. The work on the goldfields was hard and often dangerous. Many Chinese miners faced prejudice and unfair treatment, but my great-grandfather was resourceful and determined. He worked hard, saved his money, and learned valuable lessons about life in a new world. He also took the time to study. He was deeply interested in traditional Chinese medicine, a skill he had begun learning back in China. In America, he continued his studies, learning how to use herbs and ancient techniques to heal the body and mind. This knowledge would become one of his greatest gifts, something he would share with countless people throughout his life. After several years in California, Kwong decided it was time to return to China. He was now a man of the world, with new experiences and new skills. He had seen what was possible beyond his small village. He used the money he had saved to improve his family's life and to continue his education in herbal medicine. But the call of adventure was still strong in his heart. The world was a big place, and he knew there were other opportunities waiting for him. He had heard tales of another gold rush, this time in a distant land called Australia. The stories spoke of a place with a warm climate and new frontiers to explore. And so, his journey began again. He made the momentous decision to leave China once more, this time heading for the shores of Australia. He was no longer the young, inexperienced boy who had sailed to California. He was a confident man, equipped with the knowledge of a merchant and the skills of a healer. He carried with him the traditions of his homeland and the lessons he had learned abroad. This next chapter of his life would be the one where he truly made his mark, building a family, a business empire, and a legacy that would endure for generations to come. His journey to Australia was the beginning of his great Australian story. In 1875, Kwong Duk arrived in Australia. He landed in Cooktown, a bustling port town in the far north of Queensland. At that time, Cooktown was the gateway to the Palmer River goldfields, and it was filled with people from all over the world, all hoping to find their fortune. For a man like my great-grandfather, who was experienced in the ways of gold rush towns, it must have felt both familiar and new. He saw the energy and the opportunity in this rugged tropical landscape. It was here that he decided to lay down his roots and start building his future. He knew this new land held the promise of a different kind of wealth, the wealth of community and family. Soon after arriving, he met a young woman named Ji Akao. She was a kind and gentle person, and they quickly fell in love. They were married, and she became his first wife. Their marriage marked the true beginning of his new life in Australia. Together, they started a family, and she was a great support to him as he began to establish his business ventures. Life in Cooktown was not easy. The climate was harsh, and there were many challenges. But they worked together, building a home and a life for themselves. Their partnership was founded on love, respect, and a shared dream for the future. My great-grandfather was a natural entrepreneur. He didn't go to the goldfields to dig for gold himself. Instead, he used his business skills to provide goods and services to the thousands of miners in the region. He opened a general store, selling everything from food and tools to traditional Chinese goods. He understood what people needed, and he worked hard to supply it. His store became a vital hub for the local community, especially for the many Chinese miners who were far from home. He was known for being honest and fair, and he quickly earned a reputation as a trusted merchant. He was not just selling goods, he was building relationships. As his business grew, so did his family. He and Ji Akao welcomed their first children in Cooktown. This new land was now truly his home. It was where his family was growing and his dreams were taking shape. He saw the vast potential of Northern Australia and decided to expand his operations. He looked further north, towards the growing settlement of Port Darwin in the Northern Territory. With his success in Cooktown as a foundation, he was ready to take the next big step in his journey. He was laying the groundwork for an even bigger enterprise, one that would make him one of the most respected figures in the region. Kwong Duk's move to Darwin in the late 1880s marked a new and exciting phase of his life. Darwin, then known as Palmerston, was a frontier town, a place of immense opportunity for someone with his vision and drive. He established a business there called Sun Mo Lung, which translates to new prosperity and abundance. This name perfectly captured his optimistic spirit. Sun Mo Lung was much more than just a store. It was an import-export empire. He traded goods between Australia, Hong Kong, and China. He brought in silks, tea, and traditional foods for the Chinese community, and he exported local products like pearl shell and dried fish. His business acumen was extraordinary. He understood the market, he knew how to build networks, and he was respected for his integrity. Sun Mo Lung became one of the most important businesses in Darwin's Chinatown. It was a place where people could not only buy goods, but also connect with their culture and find a sense of community. My great-grandfather became a central figure in this community. He was a leader who people looked up to and trusted. He would help new arrivals from China, offering them advice, employment, and a helping hand as they adjusted to their new lives. He believed in lifting others up as he succeeded. His influence extended far beyond the Chinese community. He built strong and lasting relationships with European business owners, government officials, and the local Larakia people. He was known as a man of his word, someone who could be relied upon. He acted as a mediator, helping to resolve disputes and foster understanding between different cultural groups. In a time when racial tensions could run high, he was a voice of reason and a symbol of cooperation. He showed everyone that it was possible for people from different backgrounds to work together and prosper side by side. He was a true community builder in every sense of the word. Kwong Su-duk's success was built on hard work, but also on his deep understanding of people. He knew that business was not just about making money, it was about building trust and creating value for the entire community. He invested his profits back into Darwin, helping to develop the town. He wasn't just taking from the land, he was giving back to it. His role as a merchant and community leader cemented his place in Darwin's history. He was not just a visitor seeking fortune, he was a citizen who was deeply committed to the growth and well-being of his adopted home. One of the most visible and enduring parts of my great-grandfather's legacy in Darwin are the stone houses. In the late 1880s, as his businesses and family grew, he needed a place that was strong and permanent. So, he decided to build two large, impressive buildings on Cavenagh Street, right in the heart of Darwin's bustling Chinatown. These were not ordinary wooden structures. They were built from local stone, designed to withstand the harsh tropical climate and the powerful cyclones that sometimes swept through the region. The stone houses were a statement. They showed that he was here to stay and that the Chinese community was a permanent and important part of Darwin. These buildings were more than just a home and a place of business. They were a symbol of strength and resilience for the entire Chinese community. In a society where many Chinese people lived in simple, temporary housing, the stone houses stood out as monuments of success and stability. One building served as his family's residence, a large and bustling household filled with his wives and children. The other building housed his main store, the famous Sun Mao Lung, with its offices and storage facilities. The stone houses became a landmark in Darwin, a testament to what a determined migrant could achieve through hard work and vision. The stone houses were a hub of activity. They were the center of Kwong Su-duk's commercial empire and the heart of his family life. The ground floor was a hive of business, with goods coming and going, and people from all walks of life visiting the store. The upper floors were the family's private sanctuary, a place where Chinese culture and traditions were kept alive. The buildings were designed with a blend of Chinese and European features, reflecting my great-grandfather's own identity as a man of two worlds. The thick stone walls kept the interiors cool, and the verandas provided shade from the tropical sun, a practical design that suited the local environment perfectly. Today, the stone houses still stand proudly in Darwin. They have survived cyclones, the bombing of Darwin in World War II, and the passage of over a century. They have been beautifully restored and are now heritage listed, recognized as a significant part of Australia's history. They serve as a powerful physical reminder of Kwong Su-duk and the pioneering spirit of the Chinese community in the Northern Territory. When I visit them, I feel a deep connection to my great-grandfather and his incredible story. These stones hold the memories of his family, his hard work, and his enduring contribution to the city of Darwin. They are a legacy built to last. My great-grandfather's family life was as remarkable as his business career. Following the customs of the time for a successful Chinese man, he had 4 wives and a large family. After his first wife, Gi Kao, he married 3 more times. His second wife was Chun Go, his third was Yuan Yuk, and his fourth was Wong Qiu. Each wife had her own role and responsibilities within the large and complex household. It was like a small, well-organized community. This family structure might seem unusual to us today, but it was a part of the culture he came from. It was a way to ensure the continuation of the family line and to manage a large and prosperous household. The family was the center of his world. In total, he had 24 children, 10 sons and 14 daughters. The stone houses in Darwin were filled with the sounds of children playing and the busy activity of a large family. The household was run with a clear sense of order and harmony. The wives worked together to raise the children and manage the domestic duties. There was a strong sense of mutual respect and cooperation among them. The older children helped to look after the younger ones, and everyone had a part to play. My great-grandfather was the head of the family, a patriarch who was loved and respected by all. He made sure that all of his children received an education and were taught the values of hard work and respect. Keeping Chinese traditions alive was very important to him. Even though his children were growing up in Australia, he wanted them to know and be proud of their heritage. They celebrated traditional Chinese festivals like the Lunar New Year with great enthusiasm. The family would gather for large feasts, and the children would learn about the customs and stories of their ancestors. At the same time, he encouraged his children to embrace their Australian identity. They attended local schools and learned to speak English fluently. He wanted them to be comfortable in both cultures, to be able to navigate both worlds with confidence, just as he did. This unique family structure created a powerful and supportive network. The bonds between the siblings were incredibly strong, and this closeness has been passed down through the generations. The wives, too, formed a special bond, supporting each other through the challenges of raising a large family in a foreign land. They were the unsung heroes of the family, the ones who created a loving and stable home environment. My great-grandfather's family was a living example of his ability to blend tradition with a new way of life. It was a testament to his belief in the importance of family as the foundation for a happy and successful life. Later in his life, after decades of success as a merchant in the north, Kwong moved his family to Melbourne. It was here, in the bustling heart of the city, that he began the final and perhaps most compassionate chapter of his career. He opened an herbal medicine practice on Russell Street, in the center of what was becoming Melbourne's Chinatown. He was not just a businessman anymore. He fully embraced his role as a healer. He became known as the Russell Street Healing Herbalist, a title that spoke of the deep respect and gratitude people had for him. His clinic was a place of hope for many. People came from all over to seek his help. He treated both Chinese and European patients, breaking down cultural barriers with his kindness and expertise. Many of his patients were people who had not found relief from Western medicine. They came to him with all sorts of ailments, from chronic pain to serious illnesses. He would listen patiently to their problems, carefully diagnose their conditions using traditional Chinese methods, and then prescribe a unique blend of herbs. He had a deep knowledge of hundreds of different herbs and their healing properties, a skill he had been perfecting since he was a young man. His reputation as a healer grew quickly. People called him a miracle man because of his ability to treat difficult conditions. But there was no magic involved. It was the result of years of study, experience, and a genuine desire to help others. He was a compassionate doctor who cared deeply about the well-being of his patients. He would often provide treatment for free to those who could not afford to pay. For him, healing was a calling, not just a profession. He saw it as his duty to use his knowledge to relieve suffering and bring comfort to people in his community. His practice in Melbourne, and later in other cities, showed another side of his incredible character. He had already achieved great financial success, but he found a different kind of fulfillment in healing. He was a man who was constantly reinventing himself, always finding new ways to contribute to the society he lived in. His work as a herbalist was a powerful expression of his Chinese heritage, a way of sharing the ancient wisdom of his culture with his new Australian home. He was not just treating illnesses, he was building another bridge of understanding between East and West, one patient at a time. The most powerful and enduring legacy of Kwong is his family. From his 24 children, a vast family tree has grown. Today, there are over 800 descendants living not only in Australia but all around the world. We are a diverse group of people: doctors, lawyers, artists, chefs, teachers, and business owners. We are a living, breathing testament to his incredible life. The values he instilled in his children, hard work, respect, the importance of family, and pride in our heritage, have been passed down through 5 generations. We are all connected by the story of this one remarkable man. One of the most wonderful traditions in our family is the grand family reunion. Every few years, hundreds of his descendants gather to celebrate his life and our shared history. These reunions are incredible events, filled with joy, laughter, and a profound sense of connection. We share stories, look at old photographs, and meet cousins we have never met before. It is a powerful reminder that we are all part of something much bigger than ourselves. These gatherings keep his memory alive and ensure that future generations will know the story of their pioneering ancestor. They reinforce the strong family bonds that he worked so hard to create. As one of his great-granddaughters, I feel his influence in my own life every day. My passion for food, especially Chinese cuisine, is deeply connected to my heritage. When I cook, I feel like I am honoring him and the traditions he brought to this country. I am proud to share our family's story through my work, whether it's in a restaurant, on television, or in a book. Many of my cousins feel the same way. We all carry a piece of his spirit with us. His story gives us a strong sense of identity and a deep appreciation for the journey our family has taken. His legacy is not just a private family matter. It is part of Australia's national story. His life helps to illuminate the history of Chinese immigration and the vital role that Chinese Australians have played in building this nation. His descendants continue to contribute to Australian society in countless ways, embodying the spirit of multiculturalism that he championed. The story of Kwong Duk is a living history, a story that continues to unfold with each new generation. He planted a tree all those years ago, and we are the branches and leaves that continue to grow from it. In the end, the story of Kwong Duk is so much more than the tale of one man's success. It is a timeless and important story about what it means to be a pioneer, a community builder, and a citizen of the world. He was a true bridge between cultures. At a time when there was often misunderstanding and prejudice between different groups, he chose a path of cooperation, respect, and friendship. He showed that it was possible to hold on to your own cultural identity while embracing the new world around you. He demonstrated that diversity is not a weakness, but a source of great strength and richness for a society. His journey reminds us of the incredible courage and resilience of the millions of migrants who have come to Australia to build a new life. He faced enormous challenges, leaving his home, learning new languages, and navigating unfamiliar customs. Yet, he never lost his optimism or his determination. His life is a powerful counter-narrative to the often negative stereotypes that migrants have faced. He was not just a laborer, he was an entrepreneur, an innovator, a leader, and a healer. He made immense contributions to the economic and social fabric of his adopted country, leaving it a better place than he found it. Today, in a world that can sometimes feel divided, his story is more relevant than ever. It teaches us the importance of empathy, of trying to understand people who are different from us. It shows us the value of building community and working together for the common good. My great-grandfather's life is a practical example of how multiculturalism can work. He didn't just live alongside people from other cultures. He engaged with them, learned from them, and shared his own culture with them. This active exchange is the key to creating a truly inclusive and harmonious society. Kwong Duk's story is a precious gift. It is a gift to my family, giving us a deep sense of our roots and our identity. But it is also a gift to Australia. It is a foundational story of our multicultural nation, a story of hope, perseverance, and the incredible things that can be achieved when people from different worlds come together. By remembering and sharing his story, we honor not only him, but all the pioneers who helped shape the diverse, dynamic, and wonderful country that Australia is today. His legacy is a guiding light, inspiring us all to continue building bridges of understanding in our own communities.